Chapter 2. The Journey of Bringing the Diamond into the Ancient Temple. Lam stepped into the old forest with an oil lamp in hand. The rustling of leaves beneath his feet and the distant sound of wind blowing through the tall trees made the atmosphere eerily quiet and mysterious. The dim light from the lamp could not illuminate far, only revealing a small part of the path ahead. The trees here had existed for centuries, their massive trunks and intertwining roots forming a natural wall, making Lam feel as though he was entering another world. The narrow path led Lam deeper into the forest, and the further he went, the colder the air became. He couldn't shake the creeping unease in his mind, as if this forest had a life of its own, watching his every step. After hours of walking, the sunlight completely disappeared, giving way to the gloom of the night. The wind suddenly stopped, creating an oppressive, strange atmosphere. Lam halted and looked around. He could sense the forest's change. Something was off, as if this place had been cast under an ancient curse. As he continued, Lam suddenly heard whispers. The incoherent words drifted on the wind, soft but clear, as if someone far away was speaking to him. He stopped, straining to listen, but there was nothing except the sound of rustling leaves. Perhaps it's just the wind, he reassured himself, but his heart remained uneasy. Pressing on, Lam noticed that the path before him had changed. Large rocks, covered in green moss, appeared suddenly. Strange characters were carved into them, bizarre shapes that he had never seen before. This must be a sign of the temple, Lam thought to himself, but the further he went, the more lost he felt. Suddenly, a thick mist engulfed the area. The fog covered everything, making the path ahead blurry and hard to distinguish. Lam grew worried that he might get lost in this labyrinth of the ancient forest. However, just as he considered turning back, a faint light appeared in the distance, shining through the mist. It was the light from the temple. Lam moved forward, his heart beating faster as he neared the source of the light. Finally, through the dense fog, an ancient temple emerged before his eyes. The temple was built from black stone, its walls covered in vines and moss. The large door at the entrance had been weathered by time but still stood strong, exuding a sense of mystery and sacredness. Lam cautiously approached, the light from his oil lamp flickering weakly. In front of the temple's entrance stood a large stone statue, shaped like a strange creature with hollow eyes that seemed to be staring right at him. The heavy silence enveloped the space, making Lam feel as though all sound had been drained away.